collision all along that line. The line is so distinct, it's visible from space, and the map shows the damage done. The blue icons here, reports of high winds. The red funnels confirm tornadoes just today. This is rare, violent weather for January. Weather Channel meteorologist Julie Martin is in hard-hit Adairsville, Georgia tonight. Julie, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. This 18-wheeler, one of dozens, slipped in this fast-moving storm, part of a system that's left destruction across several states and killed two, ending the nation's longest break in tornado fatalities since records began back in 1950. The picture says it all, a massive funnel cloud tearing through downtown Adairsville, Georgia.
It's going right across food land.
Destroying dozens of homes and businesses, killing at least one person. As the fast-moving storm swept across Georgia, authorities were forced to shut down nearly 10 miles of Interstate 75 after vehicles were tossed and overturned by strong winds. 100 people were at work when the twister took aim at this manufacturing plant.
Seeing it come down, and it got to the last point, and you had to run.
Thankfully, everyone made it out alive. The Baker family rode out the storm in their backyard shelter. We shut the door, to keep us all safe. And then when we walked out, we saw this, and our home's gone. But we're okay. Children were forced to take cover inside schools. Outside, streets flooded, and thousands were left without power. This after a night of wild weather. A line of storms stretching 1,000 miles from the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes wreaked havoc on the nation's midsection with high winds, heavy rain, and even snow. In Tennessee, the National Weather Service confirmed 3 tornadoes touched down overnight. One man was killed by a falling tree. And in Kentucky, 2 people were injured when another confirmed tornado blew a trailer off its foundation.
What we're seeing right now is springtime weather coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, warm and humid. Wintertime weather coming down from Canada, cold and dry. The clash coming together, creating some severe weather.
It's also led to a week of weather whiplash. A day after reaching a record 65 degrees in Cleveland, tonight it's expected to snow. And in Green Bay, where yesterday it was in the 50s, people are bracing for their second biggest snowfall of the season. And they're even sandbagging tonight outside the White House to protect from possible flooding. And tonight, that severe weather threat exists all the way from our nation's capital in through northern Florida. Brian?
Julie Martin, Adairsville, Georgia. Julie, thanks. Let's go to Weather Channel meteorologist Jim Cantore tonight. Jim, today at 1 point, 32 Chicago, 67 Philly. That's got to spell trouble.
Yeah, you can't have April and January, Brian, and not pay a price here tonight. A true testament to just how wild this is. We have a tornado watch out for the nation's capital. This may happen once every 20 years. A tornado watch out for the nation's capital. Not to mention, Julie mentioned the potential flooding there. We've got some flooding in Atlanta. Western North Carolina has already had 6 inches of rain. They're doing water rescues there while it is snowing in Chicago. So a sign of change, certainly, to make its way to the east. So here comes this cold front, a long night for Washington. Again, this watch going out till 2 a.m. We'll still see storms there. Here comes the cold front, finally clearing the East Coast by about noontime tomorrow. So we're going to see temperatures drop off by about 30 degrees. So a snap back to reality, Brian, with cold winds and temperature wind chills in the teens.
All right, Jim Cantore, thank you for being with us.